Hey everybody, this is Jackie Bolin from ESLspeaking.org. So today I'm going to talk about task-based teaching for language teaching. So I'm an English teacher. You can use task-based teaching and learning for a variety of different subjects, but I'm a language teacher, so that's what I'm going to talk about. First of all, what is it? So task-based teaching is when students have to complete a task in groups, and the focus is on completion of that task. And the process that students used in order to get there. The focus is less on the actual language that is being used, but the emphasis is on communication. So this kind of fits into the wider range of more communicative focused activities, as opposed to things like grammar translation that are kind of more old school. So the traditional kind of ESL lesson these days is often PPP, so presentation, practice, production, where the focus is all about students getting the correct language. You present the language, they practice the language, and then they produce the language. And the target or the focus is 100% on accuracy. Where task-based teaching, students can use really any language they want, and the focus is more on communication. All right, so here are kind of my 5 reasons why you might consider using task-based teaching in your language classes. So the first one is a why. Students have a specific concrete task that they need to accomplish in your class. When you're doing PPP style lessons, students are producing language, but they might not have a real reason why they need to use that language. In a task-based lesson, hopefully that gives students a reason to use English or to use the new language that they're studying because they have to complete this certain task. The other thing I like about task-based teaching is that students can learn what they want to learn. I try to give quite a degree of flexibility in terms of the task types that I choose, and students are able to choose what's interesting to them. They can research more, find out more, ask me about the language they want to know. So it's just more freedom in that. This type of activity is also student-centered to the max. Students are working in groups to complete something, and the teacher is more of a guide or a little bit of a mentor or a resource, as opposed to the all-knowing guru who's at the front of the class presenting the language. The fourth reason why I like task-based activities is that it focuses on group work. I know some students don't love group work, but I think in terms of language learning, it might be the best way forward. It can be quite motivating. Students get a chance to practice speaking in English with their group to find out if they're understood or not. So I do like to mix things up in my classes and have a small amount of individual or solo work time, but I try to do the big chunk of my time in my classes is group work, and task-based teaching is perfect for that. All right, the last one is students are able to focus on meaning. So if you're communicating with someone in a language that's your own or even not your own, another language, meaning is most important. Can the person you're talking to understand you? If yes, then you probably have been quite successful. If no, then you need to go back and say it again or say it in a different kind of way so that people can understand you. Task-based activities really focus on meaning, and are students able to be understood or not? So I think this is maybe the better way than focusing on 100% accuracy. Because in the real world, that's what it's all about. Students just go to wherever they're going to go to speak English, traveling or at their jobs or whatever. And they might not be 100% perfect, but if they're able to be understood using the resources that they have, then there's actually no problem at all. All right, so you might be wondering about some task-based activities. Not to worry, I'm coming up with another video on that one. So stay tuned for my top 5 task-based language learning activities. And if you like this video, please hit like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'd love to hear from you. All right, until next time, everyone. Bye.